Good day, learners! In this lesson, we will be learning about performing square roots and cube roots. We will be showing and teaching you on how to do square roots and cube roots. We will be showing you on how we calculate it. Firstly, we will need to use this sign. This is called the radical symbol. This is the notation used to indicate a root calculation. Then the small number on the left side of the radical symbol is called the index. This symbolizes on how many times the root must be multiplied. So if there's no index shown, it's a square root. The number inside the radical symbol is called the radicand. The radicand is the value we are finding the root of. Lastly, this one is the root. The root is the actual result of the radical calculation. Now, to make things more clearer, let's move on to the square root and cube root. Firstly, what are square roots? So, in the radical symbol, if you saw that there's no small numbers on the left side, it means it's a square root. Means you're just gonna multiply it to itself to get the number that is given. For example, 25 is the given number. So we will multiply each numbers to itself until you got the 25. So if you multiply 5 to itself, then the answer is 25. The root is the number 5. Because this is the number you use or you multiply to itself to get the answer. But if the number is more than 100, then we will use other method to find the square root of the number.
For example, the given is 144, so we will use the other method. We will create the stem and the branch. Then on the right side, we will put the given number, while on the left side, we will put the number. We can divide the given. So, where we can divide 144, we can divide the 144 to 2. So, 144 divided by 2 is equals to 72. So, we will put 72 underneath the 144 and we can divide 72. We can divide the 72 to 2 again. So, we will put it in the left side again. Then, we're just gonna repeat the process. But if you reach a number that cannot be divided, for example, you got the 9. And you cannot divide it into 2. You can't use different number to divide it. So, if you divide 9 into 3, then the answer is 3. And if you divide 3 into 3, the answer is 1. You're just gonna repeat the whole process until you reach the number 1. After that, you're gonna pair the numbers on the left side like this. And after you've paired it, you're just gonna copy it like this. After that, you're gonna take one factor from the pair like this. After that, you're gonna multiply it to each other until you get the answer. Therefore, the answer is 12. So the square root of 144 is 12. Therefore, 144 is also a perfect square. It's called a perfect square because if you multiplied a number to itself, the given number will be shown.
Now, we move on to cube roots. What are cube roots? In square root, you multiply to itself, but in cube roots, you're gonna multiply it 3 times to itself. So, if we saw a number 3 on the left side, which is the index, it's a cube roots. It means you're gonna multiply the number 3 times to itself to get the answer. For example, the given number is 125. Then, we're gonna multiply each numbers 3 times to itself to get the answer. So, if we multiply 5 3 times to itself, then we're gonna get the answer 125. Then, the root is 5 because it's the number you multiplied 3 times to itself to get the answer.
And that is square root and cube root. Learners, did you learn something from our lesson? Well, if you really learned something, then let's test your skill. We have 5 examples just for you. Question 1. A square rug has an area of 16. How long is one side? Correct! Each side has 4 meter because the given is 16, and if you multiply 4 to itself, therefore the answer is 16. So the root is 4.
Question number 2. A contractor builds a square wall with an area of 144 meter. How long is one side? Correct. The answer is 12 because we will draw the branch and the stem. First, then we will put the given number, which is the 144. Then we're gonna divide it into 2, and when we got the answer, we're just gonna divide it into 2 again. We're just gonna repeat the word divide it into 3, and we will divide 3 to itself. Then we're gonna pair each numbers. Then you're gonna take one factor each pair, and you're gonna multiply it to each other. Therefore, the answer is 12. Question number 3. A gardener wants to create a plot with an area of 64. How long should each side be if it's a perfect plot? Correct. The answer is 8 meter each because if you multiply 8 to itself, the answer will be 64. So the measure of each side has to be 8 meter.
Question 4. A city plans to create a park with an area of 400 meter. How long is one side? Good job. The measure of one side is 20 meter because if you multiply 22 itself, the answer will be 400. Therefore, the answer is 20 on one side.
Last question. A pharmacy packs medicines in packs with a volume of 27 cubic inches. What the length of one inch? Good job! The answer is 3 because you multiply 3 times to itself. So 3 times 3 times 3 is equals to 27. Therefore, the answer is 3. And that's all for today. Good job! Because you answered it all correct. And thank you for watching and listening. We hope you learned something in this lesson.